Making a sunglasses bag. Before attaching the Velcro onto the opening of the bag, get 2 pieces of fabric and a pair of Velcro from the supply table. Prepare a ruler, a tailor pen or tailor pencil. If you took black or dark fabric, please use tailor pencil. If you took white or light fabric, please use tailor pen. Place the 2 pieces of fabric side by side and the right side towards yourself on the working table, using black or dark color fabric. Put the Velcro onto the fabric. Place them 0.5 to 1 cm away from the margin. Make sure that they are parallel to each other. Make sure that the Velcro is placed on the darker side of the fabric. Use a tailor pencil or tailor pen to mark the position of the Velcro on the right side of the fabric. If you draw it wrong, just erase it with the tailor pen correction pen. Another example of using white or light color fabric. Put the Velcro onto the fabric. Place them 0.5 to 1 cm away from the margin. Make sure that they are parallel to each other. Use a tailor pencil or tailor pen to mark the position of the Velcro on the right side of the fabric. If you draw it wrong, just erase it with the tailor pen correction pen. Bring the Velcro and the fabric to the sewing machine. Attaching the Velcro onto the opening of the bag. Bring the Velcro and the fabric to the sewing machine. Use a sewing machine that has been set up. Level up the presser foot. Place the Velcro and the fabric onto the sewing machine. Do one side first. Make sure the Velcro is placed according to the position marked. Level down the presser foot. Choose the straight line mode. Choose the correct speed. Beginners, please use the slowest speed, 1 triangle first. Start from the corner of the Velcro. Click the backstitch button, U-shaped button, 3 times to make the backstitch. Step on the pedal, foot controller, to start sewing from either of the corners. When sewing the corner of the Velcro, A. Make sure the needle of the sewing machine point at the corner of the Velcro. B. Stop stepping on the pedal. C. Level up the presser foot. D. Turn 90 degrees of the Velcro together with the fabric by your hands. E. Level down the presser foot. F. Continue sewing by stepping on the pedal. When finishing the sewing, click the backstitch button 3 times. Wind up the needle. Level up the presser foot. Remove the fabric from the sewing machine. Cut the thread. Hold the hem for the Velcro. Mark the allowance 5 cm away from the margin with a ruler and a tailor pen or tailor pencil. Fold according to the line. Make the Velcro visible. Iron the Velcro with an iron on an iron board with high heat. Do not place the iron on the fabric for more than 10 seconds. Keep moving the iron. If you want to iron the hem more efficiently, press the steam button. Caution! Do not put your hands nor finger on the iron board. The steam is super hot. It may harm you. Bring the fabric to the sewing machine again. Draw a straight line on the other side of the fabric and sew the straight line for marking the hem. Do the same thing for another Velcro. After sewing, use the tailor pen correction pen to make the drawn line invisible. Adding any decorations by using the sewing machine. After attaching the Velcro onto the opening of the bag and ironing the hem, get the felt from the supply table. Use a tailor pen or tailor pencil to draw the patterns onto the felt. If you draw it wrong, just erase it with a tailor pen correction pen. Or transfer the final design patterns on a piece of paper. Pin the paper patterns onto the felt. Use a pair of cutting shears to cut the patterns out. Tack the felt patterns onto the right side fabric with a needle and thread. The thread can be any color. The right side refers to the side that you cannot see the Velcro. Bring the felt patterns and the fabric to the sewing machine. Set up the sewing machine. If you want to sewing line visible, choose the color of the thread similar to or the same as the color of the felt patterns. Sew the patterns onto the bag. A. Level up the presser foot. Place the felt patterns and the fabric onto the sewing machine. Sew the pattern one by one. B. Level down the presser foot. Choose the straight line mode. Choose the correct speed. Beginners, please use a slower speed. One triangle first. C. Start from the corner of the felt pattern. Click the backstitch button, U-shaped button, 3 times to make the backstitch. D. Step on the pedal, foot controller, to start sewing slowly first. E. When finishing the sewing, click the backstitch button 3 times. F. Wind up needle. Level up the presser foot. Remove the fabric from the sewing machine. Cut the thread. Reminder, please keep the patterns in the center of the bag, or at least keep your decorations 5 cm from the margin. Make sure you have placed your decoration on the right side, the side that you cannot see the Velcro. Adding any decorations by using the heat transfer machine. Get the beads from the supply table with a tin to your own working table. Arrange the beads according to your design on the right side of your fabric. Make sure the glue side of the beads is facing down to the fabric. The right side refers to the side you cannot see the Velcro. Keep the beads 5 cm away from the margin. After arranging the beads, place a thicker onto the fabric and the beads to hold them at the position you want. Level down the handle of the heat transfer machine. With teacher supervision, cannot be done by students only. Wait for 15 to 20 seconds. When you hear the sound from the heat transfer machine, level up the handle of the heat transfer machine. Ask the teachers to bring your fabric to supply table and let it cool down for 15 to 30 seconds. Remove the sticker and finish attaching the decorations with heat transfer machine. Sewing the bag. Finish attaching the Velcro and decorations on the fabric. Place the two pieces of fabric with Velcro attached together. Make sure the fabrics are right side facing to right side. That means you can see the ugly side only. Pin them together. Draw a straight sewing line, 1 cm away from the margin on the left side, right side and the bottom with a ruler and a tailor pen or tailor pencil. Bring the fabric to the sewing machine. The sewing thread can be any color. Level up the presser foot. Place the fabric onto the sewing machine. Level down the presser foot. Choose the straight line mode. Choose the correct speed. Beginners, please use the slowest speed. 1 triangle first. Start from the corner of the fabric, sewing along the sewing line marked. Click the backstitch button, U-shaped button, 3 times to make the backstitch. Step on the pedal, foot controller, to start sewing. Just sew a straight line according to sewing line. When finishing the sewing, click the backstitch button 3 times. Wind up the needle, level up the presser foot. Remove the fabric from the sewing machine. Cut the thread. Sew another 2 lines. After sewing the bag. Use a pair of scissors to cut all the excessive sewing thread on the bag. Turn the bag inside out. Pull the corners of the bag by using the and now you're done.